How's it going, everybody? It's Yeong here, and welcome to day 55 of the Final Fantasy XV Countdown Retrospective. Before you proceed, I highly recommend you check out day 56, where I talk about a new Versus 13 trailer that was shown to those who attended Square Enix Party 2007, the content of which were later relayed by a number of media outlets. In this video, I'll be talking about another interview that Tetsuya Nomura did, this time with website Eurogamer, through which he revealed some interesting new tidbits of information about the upcoming title. Following the Square Enix Party 2007 event, which took place from May 12th to May 13th, 2007, 2 days later, on May 15th, 2007, Eurogamer released an article detailing all the information that yielded from their interview with Nomura. The first question that they asked was, in what ways is this game going to be darker than other games in the series? Nomura first cheekily replied, well, it's mostly set at night. He then followed up with, thematically speaking, what I want to do is to examine the humanity of these characters in this game. This is not going to be a fantasy world in the traditional Final Fantasy sense. Rather, it's based in the world today with all of this world's ugly issues. There's this mainstream tradition of Final Fantasy games, and in Versus, I'm trying to propose a new vision of how a Final Fantasy game can be. The game's going to be more human than the science fiction caricature we so often see. It will focus around current world events. In that sense, it's darker. Then Eurogamer asked if this style was perhaps closer to Nomura's heart, to which he replied, yes, this game might be closer to my real-life taste than Kingdom Hearts is, for example, but there are undoubtedly areas of crossover. Kingdom Hearts is an example of a game world which I have worked on, which is full of good things, light and magic. That's fine, but I've worked in these worlds for a long time, perhaps too long, and it's time to work on a new kind of world, a bleaker place. This kind of theme is traditionally unappealing to a mainstream audience who want to roleplay in generally happy and safe worlds. It's a challenge. After looking back at this quote, I think it further highlights just how much darker Versus 13 was meant to be when Nomura was in charge compared to what we see in 15, when Hajime Tabata took his place. Not to say that 15 won't have dark moments or anything, but the tone is definitely more in line with that of a traditional Final Fantasies than Versus 13 was. Now this might change once people play through the whole game, but based on the recent, brighter trailers of 15, I think that's the impression that a lot of people have. The final topic that Eurogamer decided to inquire about was the more action-oriented gameplay that has been rumored, to which Nomura replied with the following: we don't want to create a classic, menu-driven RPG here. We are moving along the lines much closer to Kingdom Hearts' action game system. The only instruction I've given the designer so far is to look closely at third-person perspective shooters, not in terms of game controls, but rather in trying to work out how to create a similar kind of tension. With previous systems, we have always had a great problem in trying to create seamless environments. Field space has always been limited, and loading often interrupts the flow of play. In this game, our aim is to eliminate all obvious loading and to create an unlimited field. I want somebody to be able to shoot at you from within a house and for battles to move from outside to inside fluidly. That's definitely one aspect of the game that still holds true today. From what I've seen in gameplay footage and from demos I've played of Final Fantasy XV, there was nary a loading screen to be found when moving through the world, moving from exteriors to interiors and vice versa, chatting with NPCs, transitions to and from cutscenes, combat, driving around, everything flowed naturally. While I'm sure there will be loading for certain things, like if you decide to fast travel from one location to another, generally from what I've seen and played, the game feels completely seamless. I think this is a feature of Final Fantasy XV that we will greatly appreciate and will go a long way in immersing us in the world. And that about concludes Eurogamer's short but sweet interview with Tetsuya Nomura, and thus wraps up today's episode of the Final Fantasy XV Countdown Retrospective. Thank you for tuning in. Look forward to the next episode on October 6th, 2006 at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And in the meantime, share with us in the comments below any memories regarding Versus 13 that this interview might have brought back. And to be further updated on all things Final Fantasy, stay tuned right here on Yeong Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Yeong out.